Alright. Hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another Safari Sunday. And yet again we are in area 6 and there's 3 shinies that I haven't gotten yet. Those are Hoot Hoot, Pineco and Shuckle. And of course we are going to try our best to get them, because every single shiny that I ever oh, hang on. Sorry, had to, looks like my, there was an echo. I needed to do something about that, because that's really annoying to hear yourself talk with a delay of a couple of seconds. Alright, so with that done, I've put the parameters in for the Pineco. But I've seen now that the poll shows me 50-50. Which fair, I mean, I could go between them both. I don't see any comments in chat though, that is interesting. I do have a couple of viewers here. Alright, so for the Pineco we go to area 6, this is area 5. And then area 6 does not exist in Ruby and Sapphire, just so you know. Oh, well. And there goes another reset. Hold on, I think I'm just gonna do the adamant synchronizing thing first, then save, and then reset. Let's do that first. And I still got the Sunkern from yesterday in there. Weird, I don't see any chat. Is it a quiet day? Alright. With that done, finally, I should always do that before. That's a bit more, it's just better. Alright, let's start. Right, so Pineco or Shuckle. Shuckle, of course, is only gettable via Rock Smash, which I've talked about Rock Smash RNG a couple of times in a lot of doing a lot of streams. It's very tedious. It's not that it's hard to pull off. It's not more complex or more difficult or anything. It's just very tedious. And why is it tedious? Well, with it's just how the Rock Smash method works in the game. So with Rock Smash, a rock gets smashed in the overworld, I mean there, and then you have a 10% chance for a wild Pokémon encounter to be generated. So that's 10%. Imagine if we did that with Sweet Scent, what I'm doing now. That would mean that if I did Sweet Scent 100 times, I would get 10 encounters. So that would mean waiting for 4 or 3 minutes. In this case now, because this is just the shiny frames, the earliest that I get on here on the save file. It's a lot of waiting, which it usually is, but you're not guaranteed to even have a single encounter. I've done Rock Smash only RNG manipulation streams where I haven't even gotten one single battle. Nothing. Sometimes you get unlucky like that. And unfortunately that I am not aware how to RNG manipulate to change or make it that it happens every time. I don't think that is possible. I've never seen anything of the likes before of people manipulating that. But yeah, that is the annoying part. Right, I wanted to check if I can get a quirky one. I can get a quirky one as well. That might actually go to less waiting. Look who's here. You're classic, right? Yeah, you're the first. Well, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Still rocking that name of mine with the Bronchosaurus. Yeah, it's for now pretty quiet. Maybe more people will come. Usually Sundays are not the streams that have the most views. Yeah, classic. I hope you're doing good. Are you stuck with that username now for a long time, or Yeah, that's what I was saying, because I do remember we talked about that yesterday. Well, we had fun doing silly stuff again. But you have to wait for 2 weeks now. You're stuck as Yana the Bronchosaurus. Well, on a road trip with my dad, picking up Christmas presents. Oh, nice. For my younger siblings. Oh, that's sweet. I usually always had good memories of picking up presents for others. Oh, more people want chuckle now? I see, I see. But yeah, enjoy your username. Right, so I'm gonna change it for the shuckle. And then the... Okay, that's nothing. The delay for Rock Smash is 85. Just so you know. That's how long it takes for the animation to... oh wait. Reset again for the... synchronize. I'm going for a quirky shuckle now. Haven't done that before. I've gone for a adamant one first. The adamant shinies tend to be female, and the quirky shinies tend to be male. It's gonna take like 2 hours all around trip. Oh wow, so really thorough trip, not tip. Thankfully, I remembered you streaming, so it's not gonna be boring. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, usually I keep to my schedule. Not sure how well I will be able to uphold that schedule next week, since I hopefully should get the keys either tomorrow or on Tuesday, and then it's moving time. Then I gotta carry a lot of stuff, but oh well. I definitely was looking forward to this. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Just a bigger apartment is definitely worth it. And an actual garden. And a balcony. I didn't have those yet. I mean, sure, at my parents' house, sure. But I said that already yesterday. I don't see that as mine, even though my parents disagree. But, well, I didn't buy it. And in the contract, there's not my name. I was gonna play Legends Arceus earlier, but then I got bored of the game. Do you get... Like, which Pokemon game do you get bored the quickest? Isn't it across the hall? I mean, it's in the same building, yes. So that is actually neat, so I don't need to carry it far. thinking about the crow bros. Oh, I fed them today and yesterday, and they come really close now. And I also feed crows in France and in Germany. Of course, not everywhere, because France and Germany are huge countries. Usually when I'm in France, it's like the north, because it's easier accessible by car. Maybe Amnéville, not really further down. I mean, driving to Paris is already a couple of hours. And you don't want to go to Paris with a car, jeez. Those roads are crazy. I mean, I haven't been there by car, I've only been by bus or train. But I mean, just by looking, you will see how crazy the drivers. It's the same thing in Rome. Rome is just the drivers. Those are different kinds of people. I don't know what's up with that. Or yeah, in like western parts of Germany, Rhineland-Palatinate, for example, that's very easily accessible to me. There's multiple highways in Luxembourg that lead to that particular part of Germany, and Saarland is also one that I like to go. And yes, the crows, they know me in each of these regions, even some in Belgium. You know, all the parts that are close to Luxembourg, these crows, the good word has been spread, and that is very good. That is just fantastic when you're out somewhere and then you hear a crow cawing. Well, you don't really think that much about it. And then suddenly that crow comes flying back, and then it's a group of 6 or 7. And that is awesome. And they intentionally stall in the air to get a better look, and they do really happy cawing noises. I swear, I know when I say that, people probably don't believe me, or they oh neat, I can actually calibrate. They don't believe me, but it really is. I mean, you gotta feed them and be consistent. I almost always wear really bright pink anyway. I'm just a person that is easy to spot, I guess. It's not like I'm concealing myself in any way. And then my haircut as well, very long blonde hair. I mean, pretty easy. There's not that many people that are my lookalikes. And of course, when I have peanuts in my purse, then they see, hey, see that human I told you about? That actually worked. Alright, so I hit a frame that gives me a level 23. Okay. Could be this. What are you, Hasty? Hasty, Hardy? Hasty, where are you? Ah, there you are. Hasty, and what was it? 13,000. Alright, 13,000. No, is the one with 12,000? Okay. No, it looks like that's a method H2, maybe? No, maybe method H4? Level 23. I don't see any here. Oh, there's one. But that doesn't seem right. Okay, maybe I'm gonna do the hidden power thing. I get bored of any game equally quickly if there aren't any interesting things to do. Yeah, I mean, that is very universal. You should definitely try the Crowbro thing again. I mean, I'm kind of jealous of you because you are in the UK. That means that you have ravens, which we don't have in Europe, at least not where I am usually around. And yeah, ravens are very... I mean, they're bigger crows, but I would love to befriend one of those. Good old raven friend. Good birp friend. Very good. Hey there, Fat Boys Gaming Nonsense. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? And you too, Philip Farrell, also known as Jana Dironko. Hey there, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, so yesterday, in yesterday's stream, we were talking... I don't remember how we started with the conversation, but our conversations sometimes here on these streams, they just change really quickly, and then it's the wildest topics sometimes. But what happened essentially was I said that my name, my full name, which yeah, Philip Farrell now has it here displayed, is very rare, and I was looking for someone with the exact same name as me, and it seems like there's no such person. It appears that I'm the only one with that name. Okay, ice type. Ice type. Okay, method H2, no. Method H2, no. Method H1. Okay, that is very strange. This... Wait, what did H4 give me again? Nothing. Just checking if Shuckle is indeed 50-50 in gender. I keep forgetting that. I think some gender... Yeah, it is 50-50, okay. Okay, so I hit this frame. Okay. Weird. Well, let's try. I mean, I don't think that's the frame I've actually hit. I think that might... Actually can't explain why I get these. No, but I'm about to go live again, beat Donkey Kong Country 2 earlier, so I'll be lurking. Ah, nice! I love that game. That part of that game was just quintessential part of my childhood. Like, really, I can't really take it out of my childhood. I played this game so many times, and it's just an absolute classic. And one of the best SNES games, which is saying a lot, because I think the SNES is just, in general, very solid console with fantastic games on it. Like, so many really good games. And for the time, I know now it's like a joke, technically speaking, but back then, that was actually, you know, that was good tech, advanced tech. Never seen a raven or not that I've noticed. Maybe you didn't notice. To be fair, sometimes if you don't know what to look for, they're very hard to distinguish. But ravens have more crooked beaks, and in general they are also a tad larger. Yeah, the tail shape is different. 5 hours straight, wow. 200 attempts on the last part of that game. Oh, Toxic Tower. I think that is one level where I actually can lose hundreds of lives. Toxic Tower in Donkey Kong Country 2 is just... Jesus. Feels like one slight mistake gets heavily punished. Or maybe I just suck at that level. I mean, that could also be the case. Not denying that. But I just think Toxic Tower is harder than some of the, you know, the levels that you have to play through before going and beating the end boss. Was a Comic-Con Dublin earlier this year, and there was somewhere there with a real raven. Oh, that is really cool. Like a I assume a domesticated raven, probably when people find a injured baby raven, then they probably take it in, and then there's something with birds called imprinting, which means they, you know, essentially you cared for them since they were really small, and now they think you are their mom, and you know, freeing such a raven or a crow doesn't really do that much. They will probably always come back to you. Even though having a raven or crow as a pet isn't really legal. But sometimes things happen, you know. It's straight up disrespect. Oh yeah, there's just a huge spike in difficulty there. Hey there, Ahmed. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? And yes, there's different Yannas now. Oh boy, last stream yesterday, we talked about names, and I just said my full name seems to be super rare because I was completely sure that there has to be at least someone with that name, but I never could find one. And then a couple of people just took my legal name and change it to their YouTube handle name, and now now there's multiple of me. The not just Liquid Yana, now we have even more clones. Oh, you posted it in Discord? Oh, the sweetie, yeah, that looks like a raven. The beak. You know, when the beak is really thick and broad, then it's a raven. Carry-on crows' beaks tend to be a bit thinner. But that's a very sweet raven. Apparently there's one close to London Tower. A raven that's not really domesticated, but it knows some people and it lets itself get touched by some people, but only if the raven trusts you. I've seen multiple videos and shorts of a raven making clicking noises and people petting the raven. Your birthday starts in 2 minutes? Wait, it's not today, is it? Is it tomorrow? No? I had something like the 16th. That's what I have in my memory. Photo doesn't do it justice in terms of how large it actually is. No, I believe you, I know. Sometimes photos don't do it justice, that's true. Okay, I didn't get anything, so let's take that weird... Okay, let's take that weird calibration away. Or, no, is it today, Amit? I mean, if it is today, then happy birthday, Amit. How do you feel being a legal adult now? I hope that you feel good on your birthday. And I also hope that you get the presents that you want. Hey there, Saltmon. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? There's copies of me now, Yeah. A thing happened again yesterday, in yesterday's stream. I see there are 2 people pretending to be you. I cloned myself. Oh, no, I'm the real one. And I quote, Yana di Ronko, If you're the real one, can you speak Luxembourgish, huh? What happened? Nothing really happened, but I was talking about the fact that my name in full, which I mean, should I say who you are, or do you want to troll for a little bit? I don't want to ruin your fun. But yeah, I was talking about my my full name yesterday. It just said that I tried finding people who have the exact same name as me, same surname, same family name, everything, and I couldn't find anyone. And Then a couple of my viewers just changed their name to my name. Yeah, and now we have that. Another quirky thing again. I can but won't because others in the stream won't understand me. But I will. Always these excuses. Sorry, Ahmed, for some reason I thought it was the 16th, but I'm gonna say it again, happy birthday. The 2 minutes part kind of made me a bit confused because I thought, wait, isn't he in this exact same time zone as I am? Hey there, Max Power, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Welcome, Janna Di Ronco, how are you doing? There's more of me! Pithy. Alright, Salt, I mean... I let you goof around for quite a lot. I think I'm pretty tolerant. But please don't fill the chat with Pith Seed. I would appreciate if you wouldn't fill it. It's so weird seeing my full legal name in the YouTube chat. That is just... with different profile pictures that... yeah. It's still, the brain is still going, huh, wait, huh? Something's missing, something's up. No, alright, Salmon. I mean, I'm no one to deny you your fun. C-Dot? Yes. Welcome back to the stream, Decepticon AI. I hope you're doing well. Please, Blue Shuckle. Blue Shuckle now, please. No? Okay. The Pith may take a 300 century recess. Oh wow. I'm not gonna be around to see that come back. I'm officially 18 now, so I'm no longer a minor, yep. And yet, even if I would be single now, I would not date you. First, because I think there's a... I don't know if I'm the only person, but I do see some kind of... It's not grooming, but it's weird when content creators get together with fans. I do feel like a lot of the times there's some kind of manipulation going on. I could be wrong, but I just feel that is a bit of a strange thing to do. And second, 18 would still be too young for me. I'm the perfect version of Yana from a universe where dinosaurs are thriving. Well, yeah, if you think dinosaurs are perfect, yep. That's where the Xipsulup, well, that pronunciation is not really the best, but when that one did not hit the Earth 65 million years ago and the dinosaurs could still evolve. You know, in that universe there's a Yana di Bronchosaurus, you know? My birthday wish is to become the most successful pimp in the world? Why do you want to become a pimp? Okay, so if you want to be that, then you need to invest in some very tacky luxury clothing. And it needs to be the tackiest you can find. No longer mine, I want to hang out in my basement. Yeah, either way, Ahmed, I wouldn't date you. I shall explain the lore of the Pith Seed. There's so many insiders. I think we definitely need to start doing some kind of wiki. I mean, I can keep track of it mentally, but it's... it's just some silly, goofy fun. Yeah, I mean, pimp is... I know he's joking, but pimp is just... No tacky, as in, I mean... very, you know what I'm talking about, that how they're always portrayed to dress, with every single finger having at least a couple of rings, having a really boasting coat. Abuse women? Nah, abuse both genders, especially the underage one. Oh, gotta call Chris Hansen for that. In 1999, the Sunny Seed was born, and a much superior version with a 1 in 8,192 chance to be found, called Piff Seed, was born. The one that I caught in the Safar-Zone yesterday. Which one I caught? Flea. I know, there's nothing wrong with a boasting coat. I would say that some would probably describe my fashion sense as tacky. As in, not boasting, I don't want to boast with my clothes, but it just happens that I like colors. Especially vibrant colors. Especially hot pink. Oh wait, what do we have? Shuckle 50% and Hoot... Oh no, that's still... Shuckle wins, alright. Then more Shuckle it is. Ooh, way too hot still. That tea. August 2004, the Piff Seed was crushed brutally by a flying Nintendo GameCube, and it went to 300 century slumber. Oh boy. That is quite the lore. I don't know how a GameCube sometimes or somehow comes out of nowhere and crushes you. Like, where is this? Where does it rain GameCubes? I need to know for a friend. My pink power will be way more powerful than any other pimp. I'd be so much powerful, I will make Donald Trump my... Ah. Okay. Interesting. Some descendants of Piff Seed can be found today in 2024, but the original hasn't been found in 20 years. Boasting coats of fire? I mean, I already have a selfie, channel on my Discord, but maybe I should post a picture. I do have a winter coat that's pretty boasty. Pretty huge. Fake fur or faux fur, and it's like hot pink fuchsia. I've had wildly different reactions to that coat. Some just strangers approaching me and saying they love it. But I've also had strangers see me and then just saying, oh god, ugh, because the pink was too much. Like audibly gasp because of the pinkness. But yeah, I'm not wearing that coat to boast. It does keep me warm, and it's a good thing to be highly visible, especially during these months where it's dark and snowy or rainy. I mean, I always get seen, usually, by drivers. Can you hunt a shiny Jirachi to do for giveaways? I will. Definitely a shiny Jirachi is on my plans to RNG manipulate. However, I wanted to do that with the safe scumming glitch. The thing is, with that glitch, I don't want to do it on my cartridges like it's intended to. How I will do it, however, is I will use the Game Boy operator or GB operator by Epilogue. I ordered that one, it hasn't arrived yet. But once that one arrives, I will definitely go for a shiny Jirachi. That will definitely be a stream. There will be multiple streams, in fact. I mean, not on this one, on the Emerald, I already got the Jirachi there. But on the Sapphire, that will be a Square Modest Jirachi. On my French Ruby, that would be an Adamant Jirachi. But yeah, Jirachi is definitely on my will happen list. Just like the Kanto games or Leaf Green. Then we will have more Wild Wednesdays, but instead of Hoenn, it will be Kanto. And of course, all the shinies that I catch will be eligible for a giveaway. Fortunately, not for this one, this Christmas. But honestly, I mean, if this idea goes well and we all have fun, and it... why not make it do it another time? Not only Christmas, there's some other giveaways that I have in mind. On my birthday, for example. If this Christmas giveaway goes well, and it's well received, then there's a giveaway I wanted to do on my birthday. Or on other days, if it fits. Like, only giving specific shinies away, for example. On specific days. And yes, the list of shinies that you can pick gets perpetually updated. Because when you keep getting new shinies, of course, I can give you more. Hey there, Emo Kid. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? My head of marketing, how are you doing? Sorry for not being in the streams lately. All good. You have your life, Emo Kid. And you are not unfortunately, but you're kind of spying on me, so do your spy stuff as well. You're totally not ominous stuff. I bet that takes time as well. As some people would say, think of a roadman. It's like one of the... oh yeah, the roadman jackets. May look like a gang affiliate, but it looks good and it's warm. Really? Does it look like... it makes you look like some kind of gang member? They're allied with the Federal Republic of Sunkernland, and both are attacked and in a war with the absolute content farm state of Elsagatian Brainrots. Elsagatian Brainrotsen. Oh my god. Creative writing, I see. Contrary to popular belief, the Sunny Seeds, Suncurrents, and the Piff Seeds, descendants Shiny Suncurrents, are allied and good friends. Oh, well, that's good. Why am I giving so much lore for a shiny that isn't even that interesting? I don't know, you tell me. I don't even really do anything. I just stream, and then people make up lore for my streams and other stuff, and I'm just going with, okay, sure. Apparently there's an Omni Village. And I want that to be canon because it's funny. And only because it's funny. I want it to be it's a dictatorship, as in it's mine, but it's also it's anarchy, as in there's no true ruler, just to confuse people. When they ask how is that even possible, just say no, it's true. Well, yeah, we have so many insiders in here. After 1 year of streaming. Let's see what the future will bring. Maybe even crazier lore, who knows? Already, though, it's out there, I have to say. Oh, and Emo Kid, don't be confused when you see other Yannas here, as in Yanna the Bronchosaurus, or just my full name here, Yanna the Ronco. That's, yesterday we were talking about names and I said I have a very rare name, it seems, as in I don't know anyone who has my full legal name. Anyone in the world. I really looked deep. And then a couple of viewers just said, okay, I'm gonna adapt that name, now it's mine. Someone should work on a Streamverse map. Yeah, people asking me for an Omni Village map. Yeah, they caught the CEO shooter, but it's been, I think, almost a week. I mean, we know his name. Apparently it's Luigi Mangione. Which, yeah, Luigi. Always these Italians, man. Don't trust people with full Italian names, let me tell you. Especially when it's like Italian family names like Mangione and Di Ronco. Not trustworthy people. No. I'm actually just kidding. Where am I? Do-do-do-dum. Insert that theme from X-Files. Love how I said Omni Village once and it stuck to it and became canon, yeah. Well, everyone else also said Omni Village. I guess everyone just accepted that, and Bronchiosaurus is classic, yes. There are 8 billion people, surely someone else has the same name. I thought so too. But the thing is, my family name actually comes from like a settlement in Italy. And all of the Dironcos essentially can be traced back to one place, and there's not that many of us. It's actually, I mean, I checked that once. You can check how rare your family name is, and it really looks like mine is super rare. There's not that many of us out there. And then my first name being a very specific Hebrew version of a name that's not really too rare. Yana or Jana isn't really that rare, but the way mine is spelled is much rarer. I do know an Anna Dironco though, and we're related. So one letter away from my name. I mean, all it takes is for someone with my family name to name her kid Yana, and then there's the second one. I'm here, I won't reveal my actual name. Yeah, you don't have to. I mean... he's gonna get sued by Nintendo. But you probably know it, it's in a Pokemon Red picture. Could be, maybe. Actually, I also, when I do see information like that, I usually don't save it that much. But again, yeah, do be careful with your information on the internet. But I do have a name that there's, as I said it's just... I mean, I'm very certain there's not that many, and I'm easy to find in that way. So have you heard of it? Yeah, I've heard of it, yes. We're not even from the US and we know so much news from there. Well, the media, the US media is a huge conglomerate, right? And now with modern technology, news just spreads so quickly. That's why people think that we are in a less peaceful era now, even though that's not entirely correct. It's just that when someone gets killed in some back town in rural China, everyone knows. And back then, only these people knew. My family name is really common. Is that your last name or your husband's? No, it's mine. And I actually signed... I told the government when we got married I want to keep mine. Your real name starts with a V. I mean, there's very common family, Italian family names with V would be, for example, Veneziano, which would be from Venice. Comes from that folk. Hey there, Forsaker, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Yes, the legendary Shuckle, I hope it will shine tonight. This time I'm going for a quirky frame, that means the minutes, it will only be 3 minutes instead of 4 minutes. Not that that really changes that much, but maybe, I mean, in increments, we're gonna do... Actually, I don't know how many resets I do per stream. I didn't really... Never really wrote that down or counted it. But yeah, I have a very ominous feeling that once the shiny Shuckle does indeed come, that he won't be staying in the ball. Let's hope that doesn't doesn't happen. That would be... oh god. Oh jeez, I really hope that doesn't happen. No, it's not my surname. My surname starts with an S. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna reset again because this little silly Shuckle here ruined my reset. How come you wanted to keep your surname? Because it's very rare. And... I don't know, I actually really like my name. Just my full name. I always really liked it. It's a very unique name. I think... in general, people also always remembered my name. Not the correct spelling, but phonetically. And, yeah, I want to keep that. We also go by not the rule as in the kids get the family name of the dad automatically. No. We do it as in the person with the coolest family name. That family name gets, so to speak, the kids get that one. What's the catch rate of Potrot? No. Shuckle. What was that again? 190 it says here on the wiki. So 190 translates to 35.2%. Which I have to say, that's not bad actually. It's just that here, I mean, I can fail the shiny, of course. And this being a rock smash hunt, that means that I could very well, if I'm very unlucky, I could be going for multiple shiny Shuckles and then they all flee or just don't want to be caught. I hate Monopoly. Well, the point of Monopoly is to show how unfair it is. If you play by the rules, of course. Speaking of news, what does everyone think of these drones flying around the US and nobody identified them? That is definitely creepy. I've also seen these news. I don't know, what should I think of them? They're most likely probably of military origin? At least I think that makes the most sense. What do you think? I don't believe it's aliens or something like that. That is just... the odds for something like that happening are just... astronomical. Not that I don't believe that there is alien life. Absolutely there is somewhere. There has to be. I landed in jail 4 times, so I quit. I never I never finished a session of Monopoly either. But Monopoly is essentially... like, it was meant to be a, look, capitalism always ends up like this. But no one really gets it, I guess. Hey there, Arch. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Oh, you're doing horrible? Oh no, I'm sorry. If you need anything and I can help somehow, then let me know, alright, Arch? And I mean it. Oh, I'm really sorry. No, I hope you feel better very, very soon. No, poor Arch. All of my Monopoly matches go like S. It's always the first to go bankrupt. Do you play by the actual rules? Because a lot of people, they keep complaining that Monopoly takes an eternity to finish. But the thing is, they don't really play by the rules properly. That's why the matches last so long. It's fine, are you sure? Just want to hopefully see more sparkles, not gonna lie, definitely. I mean, hey, if you need anything, if I can cheer you up in some capacity, then let me know. Hope it's not too bad. As always, you don't need to say what exactly happens. If you don't want to share anything, that's absolutely within your right. But, I am kind of a replacement therapist, it seems. I think it's good, an ear to listen. Or maybe quirky discussions again to get your mind off of things. Want to make my family friends' kids play Pokemon Master Trainer, but no one wanted to. Why can't I have nerd friends? Aww. Yeah, I know, it sucks when you're the only nerd in a certain mile radius. Definitely. I know how that feels. It's not the nicest feeling in the world. I've almost accidentally blocked 3 people in the chat. Oh, oh boy. I don't even know how that would look like. I have not blocked anyone on here in chat-wise. I assume that you just don't see what they are typing. I think the government knows what they are, and the fact that they're leaving it to local authorities is concerning. I mean, yes, that could definitely be the case. I wouldn't be surprised if that was indeed the case. But, I mean, from my uninformed perspective, I mean, do you really want an uninformed opinion? I usually don't form opinions if I don't really have that much information or knowledge. But if I had to guess, it's probably military drones. Hey there, Kaiser Karmazin. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Oh, oh no. Oh boy. Oh, I'm sorry. Hope I can cheer you up. Yeah, don't let it bubble inside of you though. That is definitely not good, but I think you definitely know that. I don't need to tell you that. Oh, I hope you can unload. I'm still paranoid. I might have accidentally blocked someone. I think I didn't. I think there's a way to look up on Google which accounts you blocked. Oh, you can't see their messages, alright. Arch, come have a seat at the campfire in the village center, exactly. And you too, Kaiser. Everyone, actually. Shall I be the Piff Seed trader from the Omni Village? If you want to be that, then that title as of yet has been unclaimed. So if you want to claim that, go ahead. What if they are shuckles and they are bad about the rock smashing? Yeah, could be. I'd be angry too if someone karate'd my house or something like that. So I kind of get it that they attack. I will give resources from Piff seedlings, such as Piff seed berries. Does not really sound that appetizing, I have to say. There we go, finally I can drink this. Please leave a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you, Emo Kid, head of marketing. I wonder what you think when I always say this. How's the job search? I have more interviews or more applications as well. But right now things are going really slow because of the holidays they're starting. They taste like pineapple. Oh, I do like pineapple. I'm just coming to say hi today. I'm fine right now, but irritated overall. Oh, that's fine. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I hope that you can find some peace today. Know how it is to be irritated and stuck in that emotion. But you seem to be pretty much in control of that. So at least be happy. I know some angry guys, when they're angry, then you can read it in the text as well. This is based on a joke that pineapple juice looks like piss. Does it though? I don't really think so, but okay. Oh, there's even a TGC in the works now, wow. Also feel free to comment on the other videos on the channel as it boosts them in the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Emo Kid. That is true, although, I mean, it'd be nice if you do it. But if you don't, then hey. Kaiser and Yana and the chat are the sole two things that can cheer me up at my lowest. No. Well, that is good. I definitely do want to cheer up people. For your previous interviews, why did you think they didn't hire you? I think personally it's because I don't have experience. I think I'm getting, so to speak, outclassed, maybe, by people who have more experience than I do. Wasn't in control of it earlier, but yeah. But you didn't really do anything that hurt you or hurt yourself or someone else. I would call that somewhat in control, even if your face is showing it and you're really making a face and you're angry, crying. But if you're not exploding, then I think that's still within control. I think that needs to be said to some men. Like, crying about it or just screaming into a pillow, that is still in control. And you shouldn't feel bad for seeking a method to release that anger and that energy that is pent up inside. Apple juice looks closer to... Yeah, I mean, if you're severely dehydrated, then yes. Are we talking about that again? Oh, what yellow shinies have done to the stream. Arch and everyone in the chat, we are always here to help your frown upside down. Wanna go shopping, but not gonna lie, I'm cozy here listening to the stream. Well, I'm not gonna stop you shopping, but then again, if you don't go shopping on a Sunday... Well, I don't know if you got open Sundays on that day. But then you're gonna save money if you just chill cozily. Gotta go, I'll draw a piff seed, then go to sleep. Alright, Saltmon, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And hopefully I will see you in the next stream. So until then, buonanotte, arrivederci, e a domani. Or maybe not domani. Domani is tomorrow. I don't think I'll stream tomorrow. But yeah, let's see when the next stream will be. Have a good one. You need a job to get the experience. Yeah, I know, it's like a vicious cycle. It's horrible. Yeah, I am actually trying only entry-level jobs. That's the thing. Like, they're asking entry-level, and then it's like, oh, do you have 3 years of experience? But that's not entry-level. Entry is literally entry. That's the first, as in no experience. Or maybe very little. Luxembourg is considered a very rich country. You should be having opportunities. No, if you're kind of around in the IT sectors in Germany, in France, in Luxembourg, also in these subreddits, then you quickly see I find so many people with the same problem as I have. They are from university, they have a background in IT, and they don't find anything for years. It is also, the economy is just bad right now. Due to AI, a lot of people think they can replace programmers or other IT services with AI, which I don't really think you can replace us humans completely. At least not now. Definitely, we're not that far. They're large language models, they're not AGIs as those tech bros might want you to believe. And I'm also, I mean, just take a dash of sexism in there as well. I keep getting asked, oh, are you looking to have children? Which, I mean, I always say no during the interview, which is technically not lying. The whole truth would be yes. I do want to have kids one day, but one day, and one day is not tomorrow, and it's probably not in 5 years. I definitely need, I don't know, some kind of security in my life before that happens. You're also a well speaker, surprised nobody hired you. Well, English is not really the language that you need to be perfect in Luxembourg, but it's not like I've conducted interviews in French before. My French is fluent enough for that. That's really not the problem, at least I don't think so. If French people tell me it's not that my French is actually good, even though I think it could be better. Luxembourg is very small, it looks so beautiful though. Now you've seen the pictures of the castles, yeah, those are really nice. I mean, there's parts in Luxembourg that are really beautiful, like Feyenoord. That is, wow, the castle there, I still remember every second of that visit. And just the city, it's really breathtaking, it really looks great. Also the capital has some really beautiful places, but there's some cities like Fates that look like an industrial zone in America. I wouldn't call that a beautiful part of Luxembourg. There's other people that are having trouble. Are they like you, somewhat older women? No, even some people are younger than me. And I wouldn't say 30 years old as older. I mean, yeah, maybe from your perspective because you're in your 20s, but in general, like, older starts at the lowest 45. I would even say 50. I mean, I'm not taking that personally, of course. Call me old, I don't care. But yeah, I wouldn't say I am old. There's the fitness tests and other things. I'm definitely still at the level I was at 21. And I don't have any back pain or visible wrinkles. Some people really age differently, definitely. It really depends on a lot of things. When you say, no, I'm not having children, do you pause or stutter, which may think you're lying? To be fair, Max Power, you're making a good point, because I'm actually a horrible liar. Even with white lies, it doesn't come naturally to me. I'm not a good liar. I have the opposite problem. That's a thing that autistic people can sometimes have. Being too honest. And yeah, I don't stutter when I say it, no, but I did think, did they see that in my just my body language or my face, that wasn't completely truthful? I don't know. That's a good question though. I've asked that myself. Hey there, Fish Fry, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Yes, I'm Luxembourgish. As in born and raised here. My passport says Luxembourg. But like genetically speaking, my dad is from northern Italy, from the mountain regions, and I am 46% northeast Italian. I took a genetic test just to see like genotypes, phenotypes, and other stuff I have. I am 30, yes. I was born in 1994. I don't feel 30 though. I keep forgetting that I am 30. I have some friends who are already complaining about back pain and losing hair, and I'm like, huh? I don't know. I had the same body, same hair, same everything pretty much like in my 20s. Nothing really changed. Didn't gain weight, didn't lose weight. I mean, older as in person of that age getting an entry level. Oh, okay, that's fair. To be fair, that's a normal thing, especially when you're doing a PhD. These people, like, I have a cousin or couple cousins that have really high degrees, and one of them has a PhD in or doctorates in biology, and like he started his first job was 35 or something. Wouldn't let it stress you too much. You might long for these days once employed. Yeah, definitely. I mean, with the YouTube now, probably it's not gonna be my main source of income. I don't know how successful that will be, but I'll try to have multiple, maybe. Oh, you're back, Kaiser? Welcome. You made food. Oh, nice. What's for dinner? Or, well, no, it's not dinner for you. What's for lunch? And yes, I don't want to let that stress me. And I have to say, even like with pensions and all that, if that doesn't really work, I have my parents and my husband's parents who will not leave us on the streets, so I don't think I'm gonna be homeless anytime soon. I still have my family's back, and then there's still my sister with her husband and niece and nephew. They also are pretty financially successful. I mean, my sister's is like 23 years older than me, but she also wouldn't never let me fail and just be on the streets, so that's why I'm not really that much worried, because I know that I still have my family has my back, and that's just how I grew up, you know. Well, if they're even asking that in the first place, yeah, they shouldn't be asking if I want children. That's kind of, you know, you don't do that in a job interview. They may not want you, even if you claim no, they don't want you to take chances. Yeah, but that's like, come on. I mean, it's not my fault that it's the female gender that has to bear the fetus. And, you know, all of these CEOs and rich people, they keep crying, make more babies, make more wage slaves, babies. And, well, then they're gonna go around and this is how they treat potential mothers. But I said that a couple of times during streams. I don't think that system that we have right now is really adequate for raising a family. Of course, you can still have successfully raised kids. I mean, my mother has done that. Even if my older sister was, so to speak, an accident, and my mother was a teenage mom back then. Well, it was the 50s and the 60s was not a time, let me tell you. Wage slave, you're laughing, but that's like when Elon Musk, however you pronounce his stupid name, when he says, oh, we need more babies, he needs more cogs in the machine. That's what he wants. He doesn't like want more people for you to be happy. He wants more people working under him. That's what he wants. Because he's a capitalist, and that's his financial motive and incentive, which from that just a analytical standpoint, I understand that you would want that because it's in your interest, but if you look at the whole picture and with empathy, then you see, okay, this can't continue like this. The Piff seed was seeded. He's back after 20 years. Wonderful. Never mind, I have to go thanks to the stream as usual. Well, I'm gonna say bye again. Oh, and enjoy your sandwich. And hopefully I will see you in the next stream. Don't rely on YouTube. Yeah, it's just a side thing. let's see how it goes. I mean, you never know. Could work out on YouTube, but always assume it won't. Yeah, I mean, if it does, I already got the necessary tax law things ready. What does your sister do? A tax accountant for the state. Everyone is here now. Well, there's some people who sometimes are regulars who are still not here yet. But it doesn't really matter if you're I mean, I'm always happy when people come back again and again. I mean, that's wonderful as a content creator. You see that there's people who actually really want to tune in into what you are doing. But I'm also happy about new people or people who sometimes come to say hi. Elon is already successful. I don't know how people have made more kids now wouldn't help him. It's the system, it's capitalism. You need more workers or more people in poverty to be pitted against each other, to see each other as competitors, because then a capitalist can go for a lower wage, because there's so many people asking for that job because they need to. That's the logic. I mean, if you just Google Elon Musk babies, you're gonna find countless articles where he just pleads for people to finally have babies or have more babies. But look at the world, and that's a big commitment, you know. There's a lot of things that change in your body as a woman. Sometimes some women have drastic problems when they conceive. I know my sister was in the hospital once because the fetus was really placed it wasn't in a wonderful position, so to speak. Not that I blame the baby, I mean, he didn't know better. He wasn't even in the world, so how would he know? But kind of pressed against her kidneys and she needed surgery. And that's like, oh god, that can happen. Among other things, among other body horror things that can happen. And then you have women who have 8 kids and no complications whatsoever. It's kind of a gambling game. You never really know what happens. Or you could also get multiples, you never know. Does Luxembourg have a crashing population problem? Yes. I'm here to support and push for that seeking ribbon master. I mean, we do have a lot of influx from the outside and immigrants that are essentially filling the void, so to speak, for the pension system. But politicians here are crying why no one, like, birth rates are dropping pretty much in every developed country. It's just a trend that was known to happen for a long time. I'm saying I take 24 years for a baby born now to work under him. Ellen would be retired by then. Yes, but if it doesn't need to affect him positively directly, but indirectly as well, because even if he is retired, and as in, isn't he already technically retired because he's a billionaire? It's not like he needs to work. And it would still be more cogs in the machine, and if the machine is there, then he still profits off of it. Does that make sense? Imagine if we lived in a world of Pokémon, free healthcare. Yeah. Crime everywhere? Well, that depends. Controlled crime? Is Team Rocket controlled? We would probably die, yeah. Imagine if, like, you find a stray cat outside, and that stray cat could potentially, just by thinking about it, turn your innards into shreds. That would be a thing that could happen in Pokemon, so... Except in Paldea. Paldea just has regular Joes. From what I've seen, I mean, I haven't played the games, but Paldea kind of looks empty, doesn't it? What do you think, for those who have played it? So far, roughly how many interviews have you had in your entire job search? I think it's in the 3 digits now. All it takes is one Vaporeon you serve. If you had to join a controlled crime Pokemon organization, who would you gonna join? I'm not really into being a... I mean, none of them really particularly come across as I want to join them. I don't even know which one I join. Probably none of them. And millions of pounds in property damage. Realistically, we'd probably live because by Pokemon standards you can't be attacked by Pokemon unless it's Hisui. By that game logic, yeah. Team Sky any day of the week. As in the Pokemon group in Mystery Dungeon, okay. I'll be telling my kids about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Yeah, Pokemon could attack. Barely survived. 3 digits, you've had over 100 phone or in-person interviews? Yes. Why do you think am I so kind of desperate nowadays? I'm sorry to say it, but I don't know what else to say. That's why I'm desperate, man. That's like why I'm saying this is ridiculous. This is why I've been telling myself, wait, where's the hidden camera? This has to be a joke. And the thing is, I'm not the only one. I'm not even close. I know someone who has like 700 or something. It's crazy. Team Star, I'll stay for you. I haven't played the game, so I don't know that much about Team Star. But aren't they bullies? And I wouldn't join bullies. Definitely not. I would crush them, not join them. That's what you should do. Alright. How is that possible? What do you mean, like having 700? Oh, that's definitely possible. Not within a year, but within, what was it, 6... No, wait, 2014, 2015, he started. Yeah, so almost, no, 8 years, I think? Team Skull, well, I'm not really a street gangster, so I don't really see myself fitting in. And then I fought multiple gods like beings with bombs. Hasta la vista. Ha! I moved to another country at that point. I mean, that needs money. You need money for that. Already for my taste, I live a bit too far away from my family. But then again, maybe one day I can afford something huge in Luxembourg. Oh, there aren't bullies necessarily. Actually, can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they got bullied and then teamed up. Ah, okay. Like I said before, I haven't seen it. What I'm saying, it's not a movie, it's a game. I haven't played it, so let's see what my reaction will be when I do. Yeah, I'm just keep doing it. Is it inspiring? Well, you know, maybe that's a weakness of mine and not a strength. I just don't know when to quit. Thank you though for sake of... Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna get something. Now I'm actually applying outside of IT as well. Just out of, yeah, desperation. Team Star were bullied and got fed up with it. Isn't the leader of Team Star a bully herself, or did I misunderstand something? Team Star has layers to it. Well, I like that. I like layers, like I like onions. That also have layers. Don't want to ruin the plot? Yeah, that's okay. Over what period of time? Since I stopped with university, so that would be 2022. Yeah. 2022, 2023, kind of. Sometimes you can already look for jobs already while you're doing your bachelor's something. Okay, so I do have a Shuckle. Level 23 again? Okay, let's see. If I catch that one, if it's hasty, I'm not spoiling it. Yeah, I do want to do a blind playthrough live, actually. That's a great ability. I quit when I'm not good at something immediately, so it's inspiring to me, yeah? I mean, I have done stupid things like that, where I've done something for too long, and then I should have, you know, it was kind of the, yeah, that's the same frame that I hit earlier. Hasty, male, and non-shiny. That song again. Anyway, probably Hidden Power Ice again. I don't know why I get that frame, though that is very strange. Oh well. But yeah, I've ran into thing. If you ever heard of the oh, what is that fallacy named again? Not gambler's fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy. I fell for that fallacy a couple of times because I thought, no, I can still go, and then I shouldn't have. I mean, I've definitely done that, so sometimes it's not a strength, sometimes it is a weakness. Definitely, I mean, I have to say that. But I mean, I'm doing what I can. But I'm not the only one, like, I have so many people in my friend and acquaintance group that just were looking for jobs for 1, 2, 3, 5 years, even some. Who loves EVs? I love EVs. I'm allowing Jonna to experience it firsthand. Oh, you're allowing me. That's kind of you, emo kid. Good, I actually cried at that. I like Pokemon's Sword better than Violet. Blue games are better than Red. Fight me, I'll win. Zacian is better than Zamazenta. I mean, you believe in whatever you want to believe. I went for the... I prefer Red over Blue. But then again, I started with Pokemon Blue, actually. Zacian is better competitively. Zacian is a monster competitively. Have you applied to a job search organization? Well, yes and no. I need to renew it again. I don't know how it is in different countries, but here I need to renew it again, and I need to do it next year again. But they're not exactly helping either. Sword, shield, crown, armor, everything a king would have. Have you heard of Rock Lee's story from Naruto? As in Naruto? The anime? No? Maybe consider getting a quick certificate from training or a different job. Yes, that's one thing that is definitely on my mind that I actually thought I might do. Or maybe like babysitting. I mean, I've cared for tons of kids unpaid as a teenager. Which, I mean, if you think back, maybe that's not the best idea. But then again, apparently I'm good with kids. And I actually like to engage with them and, you know, do some drawing, coloring, putting stuff together, or doing some creative exercises where I actually love it to always push the kids to go and tap into their imagination. I really don't like it when some kids I let's say babysat were iPad kids they didn't have anything to say, they were just doom scrolling, watching very strange videos and doom scrolling. even wanted to show them what I like when I'm like, okay, he's on YouTube or she's on YouTube, either way, maybe try and connect over YouTube. And no, it's not. You know, when the voice is like this, they are not interested. I need to talk like this because that's how small children will not. If you don't talk like this, then they don't pay attention, and that's annoying. I can't stand hearing that voice for way too long. And it's kind of sad. I mean, their imagination, that's something that shouldn't die. Those people that still couldn't find a job after 5 to 6 years or hundreds of interviews, is there something causing it or just bad luck? No, the market in Luxembourg right now is really bad. And it has been very bad for a long time now. For a lot of people. Pokemon is child-friendly Crips versus Bloods. Certified Crip. Oh, that gang thing. Legends games are pretty much where the blue fans settle with red. Yes, from the anime, Rock Lee might be the ninja way for you. No, I don't know about that. Doom scrolling feels horrible. Yep, that's why it has the moniker of Doom scrolling, because you kind of feel doomed. Talk to everyone the same? Yeah, pretty much. But I do like to talk to animals in a sweet voice. Some people think that's cringe, I don't care. I mean, they seem to be listening. They don't need to understand what I'm saying, but from the inflection of my voice and the tone, they definitely understand that I mean well. I mean, they're definitely listening and looking at me. And sometimes just come to me. Especially dogs. Dogs are just so easy to befriend. Just say, oh, hello! And then they're, oh, friend! Oh my god, we are best friends. Really easy. And with cats, I think it's also pretty easy. You just need to be very chill around them. Respect their boundaries, respect their space. And then they just inevitably start to loaf on me, you know? How are you coding projects and stuff like that? Do they ask about that? Yes, and I don't really have anything to show for. I think that might also be a factor. But to be fair, I've been looking for other things like SAP, if you know what that is. It's like a worldwide, world-renowned program from Germany for stock and inventory. And I have at least some knowledge in that, which is very well, or which is wanted, but with those interviews it's always the experience. I can actually show off that I know SAP and a bit of ABAP, their programming language, but it's always the, oh, but we need someone who with 5 years experience. Okay, I don't have that. Remote US jobs. No, I haven't thought of that or done it. Although I do wonder what the healthcare situation would be like, and I mean, my husband has applied to remote US jobs, but the pay was horrible. It was like 20k a year. The most for bachelors. That is like, that's not even minimum wage in Luxembourg. Like, you could go and clean toilets in Luxembourg and make more. Much more than that. That's kind of the problem as well. I've even seen wages like 12,000 per year. That's like 1,000 per year. $1,000? And it's dollars, not euros, so it's even less in euros. There's no way you can live with that. It's just not in Luxembourg. Absolutely not. I used to love all of my dogs. Apparently if you give less attention to cats, they will come for your attention. Yes, that is definitely true. Not with all cats, but how come you used to love all of your dogs? Wait, you don't love some of your dogs anymore? Is that what you're implying? What coding languages do you know? As in, C, C++, even though not really good at that. C# I prefer. Java. A little bit of Python. I've dabbled in Ruby before, but I wouldn't say I know how to write in Ruby. And then other like scripting languages I wouldn't call coding languages, like JavaScript, HTML. What job did your husband apply for? Well, he has a bachelor's in fine art, so he's an animator. You know, like Disney and what animes do? He actually has a diploma like that, because that's his dream job. And well, with him, he's also, like, he got his degree before I was done with university, and he still hasn't got any job, so he's been jobless for longer than I have. Yes, I know JavaScript and Python. Python, I'm not great with Python, but Python is easy to get into, honestly. Or backed into. And yeah. But I'm also applying not just to IT, but other stuff as well. Why aren't you coding during your free time? I'm doing a lot during, well, lately I don't really have that much free time. And I have to say, I didn't really want to go into software development, I've noticed. IT is huge, you know, there's so much you can do. Doesn't have to be programming. Can't love what isn't there. Oh, they're gone. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm 16 with 6 years of experience. Yeah, didn't you start working really early? Which I'm not even entirely sure how legal that is, I have to say, Classic. I mean, I don't want to get involved in your private life, but I've asked myself, wait, so young and shouldn't you be in school? But then I know with farmer families it's sometimes like that. 10 years old, yeah. Roughly how many hours a day do you program? Nowadays, not even an hour. Your prime was 14? Well, maybe you'll get another prime, who knows? Could still be possible. Don't believe these, oh, your prime years are the 18 and then until 30 and then you die. No. Well, not that you die, but some people have their primes in their 40s. I've seen it. Come on, blue shuckle. No? Tree surgeon. Yeah, a gardener might consider getting into boxing. Just be careful with the head hits. Skull damage or just head trauma are no joke. I've kind of lost the drive for programming, yes. And how come? I mean, right now I'm really busy with moving. I have to. So many bureaucratic things that I need to tell the state, okay, I don't live there anymore, but I live in the same building, but please, the electricity contract still needs to be renewed. And then it's also the internet contract that needs to be renewed, and now it's like the holidays or before the holidays, and people, it's hard getting into contact with them. And yeah, I'm also oh no, come on. I just want to shuckle, come on, how hard could that possibly be? It's not just not... I don't think I want to do that as my full-time job. There isn't much I can do but bite down and fight back in boxing. I would be scared of boxing, but then again, I don't have the build for a boxer, you know? Yes, Max. It's in the same building. Like, I moved from a large, not large, but I moved from one apartment to a larger one. Like, across the hall, as you said. With a couple of stairs in between, but... There isn't much to be scared of. Well, there's some people that would not agree with you. How is your mental health in this long job search? You're doing well? Oh, I mean, my mental health, I mean, I've said it before here, I'm actually pretty open with that. I've always, or pretty much always had mental health struggles. I mean, I had a really tough childhood, not from my family. I had a very loving family, so I'm really happy for at least having that, but I got severely bullied at school, beaten at school, S8 at school, I'm sorry to say. Can't really say that out loud. Well, this will get demonetized, but... yeah, I do have PTSD from that. And I'm still in therapy for that. Because that takes a lot of energy and time to heal. But I'm doing good in general, as in... before, like a couple of years before, let's say 2019 to 2022, I was actually very much in thinking of, I'm sorry I have to say this, but can't say it out loud, but self-deletion. I was thinking a lot about that, and I'm not thinking about that anymore, definitely not. I am enjoying life when I can. And I would say I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually excited for the move now. And I'm hoping this year will bring me a lot of positive changes. Sorry to hear that, that's horrible. Well, thank you for sake of... I mean, yeah, it's not easy. But I can just lie there and cry how unfair it is. I would be right, but it wouldn't change anything. And yes, that, of course, that is not easy when you're looking for jobs and you sit at home sometimes with these thoughts. It's not nice. No, I have mental health issues and even be anxious after no luck. I mean, yeah, there is like a anxiety I feel for the future, but... it's not a crippling one, let's say. I've definitely felt much worse in my life, so this is actually kind of nothing against it. Okay, that might sound crazy, but when you go through hell and you survive, this is nothing. This is just nothing compared to that, so there's some truth to that when you get traumatized or go through a very difficult time, that you toughen out in a way, as in when things happen and where other people would panic, you are just very calm because, or rather calm, because you've been through worse. So for your sake, or for you, through your perspective, it's actually not that bad, or doesn't feel as bad. Still though, I definitely wouldn't suggest getting PTSD. You don't want that. It's not nice. You're gonna fight people in your weight and usually skill levels, so whatever they can do, you can do too. Yes, in competitive or like this boxing, yeah, but street boxing, I would be definitely scared. Or in general, I mean, I don't want to get in fights either. Why should I? That would be very stupid. I'm not exactly a fighter in that sense. Used to get really depressed. I mean, I still have depression, unfortunately. That doesn't go away. You can be... oh, come on, Shuckle. You can be depressed without being thinking of self-deletion, you know? That is definitely a thing that happens, but yeah. Been there, done that. It's not nice. For those people that you said were still after 5 to 6 years, why after that long you should be making other plans? Some were... They had a... the one guy has a music diploma, a bachelor's in music, and he wouldn't get a job anywhere, and now he's doing, like, after so long looking and searching for jobs, he just changed careers, and now he's doing a bachelor in what was it, in not child rearing, but psychology for raising kids. Has a special name, but right now my brain is farting again and I can't. Come on, neurons, you can do this. You can memorize the random information about some freaking star that no one cares about. Why can't you pick up this? But yeah, he's studying that now. I think in his case was just no one, like music theory or music theorists aren't really... I mean, there's not that many jobs in Luxembourg for that. What does depression feel like? Like, do picture dark stuff? Depression feels like you're empty, like you're dead inside. Things that have brought you joy and happiness might actually no longer bring you that, or it feels like everything's dulled. And depending on how depressed you are, it also feels like there's no hope, and that existence you lead is miserable. And sometimes it's also suffering. Just existing, being suffering. That's when you're in the worst point. Hard to really picture if you haven't been there. But I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. It's really horrible. I think there's still worse. I wouldn't have said that a couple of years ago. I thought, oh, depression would be the worst thing you could be afflicted by, but with a couple of more years on my belt of life experience and just meeting other mental illnesses, as in people with other mental illnesses, I'm... Like, I know this sounds weird, but I would pick being depressed over being narcissistic. Because when you're depressed, you could still have a good life, funnily enough. You could still, like, you could come to a point where you don't cure the depression, but you learn to live with it. And you don't actually hate yourself. Not every depressed person is full of self-hatred, for example. And, I still have, I mean, horrible things happen to me, right? But I can still laugh. I can still have genuine, heartfelt, wonderful moments. I have people in my life that I love, that I'm always looking forward to see, like my husband, he's just wonderful. Or just, there's so many things that I'm always looking forward to experiencing again. And you know, you can be that, but like a narcissist, it's never enough. They are always jealous, even if they'd be billionaires and having castles, because they're not being worshipped as the god emperor of mankind. They don't feel well, and that is just... What a sad, empty, pathetic existence. I mean, I thought depression was the worst, but nowadays, I don't know. I think Shuckle has one of the cutest shinies in the game. Yeah, should freaking show himself, don't you think? That's what I mean. He should be changing careers long before the 5th year. Yeah, I mean, now he has. I mean, he's not working right now. I think he's... Oh no, he is working and studying. I think he's catering tables and studying at the same time. To kind of like he moved back with his parents. But I mean, I don't see the problem with adult children living with their parents. Like, that's a very American thing. In Italy, for example, it's very normal that a couple of generations live under the same roof. Have you guys ever sneezed and your brain starts buzzing and starts to sting slightly? No. No, I did not have that. And I apparently do dad sneezes, so... Can you cause depression on yourself, or is it genetic/random? I mean, that question, we don't have a complete answer to that as of yet. But it seems to be most likely more of a nurture thing, as in... Yes, there seem to be some genes tied to it, but it's more of a... what happened in your life, or just people being stuck in abusive cycles or situations that they can't really escape. And I mean, look around, the world is kind of depressing, isn't it? I pick narcissistic. There are a lot of bad people that are happy. Oh no, narcissistic, yeah, they might be bad, but they're not happy. And if they do LARP as being happy, but deep down they are very bitter and miserable. So yeah, no, they're never happy. Depression is a situational thing, at least that's what I think. I mean, it's a illness. Is it your dark past that may have contributed? Yeah, I mean, I have that because of that, of course. That's what I'm trying to get back a bit, because when I was, you know, I before that all happened, before I went to school and got horrifically bullied and the other abuse, I was a very happy-go-lucky, bubbly kid, and that got kind of taken away from me, and I'm reclaiming that still. That's why I've been taking singing lessons again, and was really happy when my mom gave me those as a birthday present. Because as a toddler, or just as a small kid, I always sang and was so happy, and that got also bullied out of me, or just in general, that just, no, don't sing, stop, you're annoying. And I'm reclaiming myself again, essentially. Hey there, Lactabus, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Well, yeah, definitely because of the past, I mean. I don't think I would have had depression when that didn't happen. Thought narcissism was just having no empathy, not how you feel. No, narcissism is a cluster B personality type disorder. And there's like a couple of diagnostic criteria, and I think after the DSM, that's the official one that doctors use, you need to have at least 5 traits out of all of them to be considered to be one. And what narcissism essentially is, I'm kind of dumbing it down now, but what it is it's like a result of childhood trauma, where shame, the emotion shame, is completely, like, they block that. And they have a idealization of themselves, like a ideal, perfect image of themselves. And protecting that image is more important than, like, if they hurt someone and that person said, hey, that narcissist has done this to me, they'd be angry because you told them that they did something bad, and not the fact that they shouldn't have done the bad thing. And yes, of course, one of the many or main symptoms is practically no empathy. My uncle is a huge bully. Aww. And really hates it when he gets bullied back. It's really funny how these bullies, they can sure dish it out, but taking it, then they cry like little babies. Pathetic. Classic, stay away from these people. And still we can barely get back at him because of my dad. I work with him. Oh, well, my condolences then. Hey there, Kinux, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing good as well. at some kind of dark topics now, like depression, but I think it's important to be talking about it very openly. And why should I be ashamed of, you know, I actually had someone say to me, why are you saying that on stream? Are you not ashamed? But what should I be ashamed of? Was that my fault? No. Did I do something bad? No. Like, no one wakes up in the morning and says, oh, what a nice day to have depression. No one does that. You don't pick that. That has happened because I had a rough past. That's it. I don't want attention or anything. I hope that the dialogue saying, hey, I've been there, you're not alone. That's what I want. If you meet a new person, how can you quickly tell if they're narcissistic, or is it not possible? So there's multiple types of narcissism. There's covert and overt. So overt are the grandiose ones those are easy to spot because they're a sense of self-entitlement and grandiosity is usually obviously displayed. But with covert narcissists, that's actually really hard. Like the title or the name says, covert, they are more hidden. But what you can say, how do they react when you say no? How do they react when you set boundaries? If you set boundaries and they don't care about them at all, then that's a red flag. Do they keep talking about themselves, and when you say something about your life, they don't listen, or it's like, all the conversations that you're having with that person, are they all very superficial? Is that person always trying to be right, even if they are completely wrong, and you can prove them like you are wrong, and they keep insisting that no, or they flip out when someone dares to say they're wrong? Yeah, those are the hints. With coverts, that's usually really easy to see. With overts, not with coverts. Oh, it's quite the opposite. Actually, I mean, usually I would say I'm very good at spotting them, but I've only ever had to deal with them from the lens of them being bullies of mine, or maybe tormentors. Depends on how you see that, but I've actually stopped I ended a friendship, like a 10-year friendship this year, with an ex-friend of mine who I took him under my wing back then because I felt bad for him. I felt like, oh, you know, he's not even liked by his parents, and he got bullied as well. Sure, he's a bit macho or arrogant, but back then I thought, maybe that's because of his upbringing. I do know as a traumatized person, sometimes you adapt toxic ways of being. Even though you don't mean to be toxic, but you think that that is normal because you've been abused or because you're traumatized. I mean, that I understand. Even though it's not an excuse, you can still be and do better. And yeah, I just finally came to my senses and I said, no, stop running from the truth. It is definitely not running from the truth. It's not like I was running from the truth, but was just noticing these red flags over and over and over again, and my brain was like, come on, this is like a textbook covert narcissist. And then I always stopped myself and said, oh my god, how dare you think of a friend like that? But I was right. So that was actually like, 10 years. I think I knew what was going on, but I just wouldn't want to think of a friend like this. Even though sometimes the bad answer is the correct answer, unfortunately. And yeah, I've stopped that contact. I've went completely no contact. And let's hope for next year that they won't. That's also a narcissistic trait. If you cut contact, they try getting back to you again. Getting back in contact, that's called hoovering. And it's a manipulation tactic. They're very manipulative. they also, you know, when a narcissist says, oh, you're so fat today, and they themselves are fat, that's something called projection. They tend to project their insecurities or what they think is wrong with them onto you, while vehemently denying that they have these bad qualities. So that also, like, he kept saying, I'm so childish and I can't control my emotions. Meanwhile, he is like, has a black and white thinking thing. He has the moral complexity of a small child, and he almost a couple of times provoked an accident, like a horrible crash, because someone on his job was kind of annoying him, like went full on crazy and said, oh, screaming and like a small kid, like a tantrum. But it's like, I thought, okay, you're projecting. And, you know, he always kept talking about himself and his stuff. And when I was about to say, oh, my day, it was like, Well, sometimes it takes a bit longer to learn, you know. But now I've learned a lot to spot them from the friend lens and not the bully lens. I think that's also a... Luckily I didn't have to deal with narcissists in romantic settings, because they're very abusive in relationships as well, as in romantic ones. If me or my brother committed... Ooh, it'd probably be blamed on our phones or games in some shape or form. Yeah, that's just ridiculous, or... It's usually not the phones or the games that do that, you know? Yeah, it's great to talk about. I agree, Kinox. It needs to be said. You know, I wish back then, when I started that friendship, that someone said, no, listen to your intuition, stop being a people pleaser, because that's a big problem that I have. I have to admit, that's a weakness. I'm trying to get that done away with. I had really big people pleaser problems because of the way I was treated. It's like a mindset you push yourself in so that you don't get yelled at or don't get violence, because if you please someone, then they don't lash out at you, which, no, could still happen. And yeah, that's like when I thought something bad about someone else, I was like, no, what are you doing, Yana? This is evil, you are evil. But am I evil, or am I seeing evil in something? And I wish someone said that back then. But, well, yeah, that's why I talk about these things. Maybe one of you needs to hear this at this moment before something happens, so you don't do the same mistake that I do. Change my work hours to avoid my crush/woman I love. Oh, I understand. So, you haven't, I take it you haven't asked her and she doesn't know? But I do, fingers crossed that works out. That's what Ginger Pricket Narc did. Everything was about himself. Abusive, violent, hypocritical. Oh yeah! Narcs are like the hypocrites, the biggest ones you can see. Absolutely. Like with the one I knew also, like he was allowed to get drunk and get really high, but when someone else was, you know, a bit of a stoner, then, oh my god, they're such a loser, look how much cannabis they're consuming, what a loser, what a drug junkie, oh, what an here and there, and but he could do that would be okay. You know, he can go to Amsterdam and just use 10 grams a day, that's okay. I mean, 10 grams a day, that's crazy. Jeez. That's just how they are. Misogynistic, yep. PDF, oh god. Racist, yeah, there's something about them being racist. Like, that narc I knew was always constantly saying that, like, oh yeah, maybe the African, the Negro is inherently more lazy. I'm like, what the hell are you saying? Or that he kept insisting that Italians are dumber than other Europeans? What the no? Actually, and I still remember when I actually went to Google Scholar even, And I looked up the average IQ scores of all the European nations, and guess what? Italy is up there among the best, and Luxembourg is really bad in that hindsight. If you really look at it, it's kind of embarrassing because we're such a rich country with good education and all, and Italy beats us like this, having half of the country being in kind of deep poverty, so to speak, abject poverty, and they outclass us in terms of intelligence. That does say a lot. And he was like, no, just denying the facts. Maybe he just wanted to, you know, get a reaction out of me. They like doing that. That's why you need to, if you're acting with, being with one, just grey rock them. Don't give them anything. Give them boring answers, no facial expressions. Don't react to their passive aggressiveness. Just don't give them anything. Hey there, Alex. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Well, I mean, I don't care if you're late or not. You come to the stream whenever you feel like. I'm doing good. How are you? Always happy to see your name. Seeking pity? Yeah, that's what covert types tend to do. Justifying his actions, trying to seek sympathy and support. Versus deceased parents, bad childhood, people betraying him and always playing the victim. Oh yeah, mine was like, oh, but you need to understand. I was screaming, oh, shut up, or I'm gonna hurt you physically. But I had a bad childhood. Yeah, so what? I had one as well. I'm not doing that to people. And then I just wanted a simple sorry from him, and I didn't even get that. He even straight out said, I don't see why I should apologize. Like, what the F? After threatening us with violence, essentially. Like, okay. But if we would do the same, he would say, oh my god, how dare you, that's so evil, yada yada. Always the same. And he tries to play the mature card. That he has changed, and I caught him doing the same as in secret. And wearing a mask up front, he hasn't changed, and he says, I'm violent, resentful, and vengeful. Yeah, they're all very vengeful. You know, when he was kind of not drunk, but tipsy or high, that's when he was sometimes he was really honest, and then he said things like, yeah, I'm very vengeful, I'm very resentful, I'm very hateful, and I was like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's always also negatives, just talking to them. Everything is bad, everything is not good, everything is rancid, it drags you down. She's married. Ah, okay. So yeah, I told her I like her, so maybe ways. Yeah, but she's married though. That's very unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, you can still kind of hope that she separates. I don't know if she's in a happy marriage or something. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. I care if I'm late or not. If I'm not too much late, I missed the stream. Oh, it's all good. You got your own life going on. It's like hard times, but you're prepared. Yeah, the whole war situation. I always think of you, Alex. I always do. Same, I've been through more effed up S than him, and I'm not like him. Yeah, but I went through some really bad stuff, you know? Stuff so bad, I can't say it out loud here, that video would get taken down, I think. Or it would be a warning with, this is very grim, are you sure you want to see this? Okay, that's what I went through, it's really that bad. And what I thought was, okay, I've witnessed evil, I am never gonna be like them. I'm not gonna perpetuate the cycle of hatred and violence. That's how you should be. Not the, oh, I got treated like crap, now I'm gonna be the one treating other people like crap. Because you're just gonna make more people who are in turn gonna treat the next generations like crap. And then so on and so forth, and it just never stops. Just break the cycle. Don't break someone's bones, break the cycle. Break the cycle of abuse, break the cycle of trauma. Yes, it's unfair that it happened to you or what happened to me. It's unfair. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I wish I could change it, but at least you can hold up your head high to know that you haven't become one of them, an abuser. Because that's just like, come on, as if that's a good excuse. I'm not complaining, just have less free time than usual, have less sleep than usual. You know what's usual for me? Well, if you're doing good, then that's the most important thing. Oh, you have a new electricity schedule. 3 on and 6 off? Oh no, I'm sorry. And that's also a reason why, like, I know that you got electricity problems or just an inconsistency. And that's why I don't expect you to be in every stream ever, because, you know, you're in a not-so-safe zone, and you got that going on, so I never expect that from you. I think I'll see you even less. That's very unfortunate, Alex, but, I mean... And if you need it, I would definitely understand that. If you say, hey, I'm a bit in a precarious situation right now, I don't want to be a patron for a while, I would still treat you like a patron. Even if you wouldn't give me the money, I think that would be fair in your situation. I would definitely be understandable. Where is that at? Where's what at? He accuses me of being all that projection, Kinux. A trick as old as Methuselah. Really freaking old. Very old manipulation tactic. Just accuse your opponent of things that you don't like about yourself. And then the classic red herring technique where you distract from your faults. Oh, it's always the same playbook. He brags about what I've done for 6 years. Oh yeah, stealing the thunder of people, absolutely. Like, dude, about the time everyone around him maintained him, they gave him money. Oh, that's what they do as well. Financial manipulation? Absolutely. Although SC kept acting like a prick online, then complains about reversal. Oh, they can always dish out, and when it comes back, then they cry like little toddlers. How pathetic. What I've been doing for 6 years, I mean surviving and working. Oh my god, so he's taking that from you? Come on. Oh, well, I mean... I know how these people work, they're really the bottom of the barrel. No, even less than that, honestly. Yeah, I'm okay, I'm good, but what is safe zone? Some strange sounds with no meaning. I mean, not a zone where a oligarch controlled country right next door wants to destroy and annex you, that kind of, you know, that would be a safe zone. No, Luxembourg doesn't have that, for example. We are, I mean, to be fair, we're now putting much more money into our small little cute military, but there's no neighbor of ours who wants to invade us, you know. About 100 years ago, Germany tried to do that, but they're not doing that anymore. We're buddies now, Germany and Luxembourg. Come on, Chuckle, don't play with me like this. Got her super mad because I was talking to girls in front of her. That was fun. Wait, so she's interested in you? But she's married? Is that what you... Or is she just jealous because of the attention? I mean, I forgot what it is for 1,000+ days being somewhere away from a safe zone. Yeah. And even then, I don't think there's a 100% safe zone anywhere. But after I saw in Syria when Assad regime fell, I'm a little more scared about Russia. Yes, that's also what I've been thinking. That's also what I've been ruminating about, honestly. I try to not ruminate, but, you know, if overthinking was a Olympic category, I think I would actually become an athlete. I could potentially win at the very least a bronze medal in overthinking for Luxembourg. Didn't France's government collapse? Kind of, not really, as in they're going through reformation again, but like complete collapse, like Assad's regime, I wouldn't call it like a complete collapse. I think that's actually, I don't know, journalism hype. Literally nowhere on the surface of Earth is safe because hypersonic nuclear warheads. Yeah, you're right, classic. Thanks for the existential horror. Wonderful. Amino was aggressive against his 2 devoted brainwashed e-girls he pussied out. Blocked me and he sent 2 audios passed by his lapdogs. Oh, it's always these flying monkeys. It's always the same thing. These people share one single brain cell. Sent my audios, he listened to them and pussied out. I mean, the best thing, do it like I do, Kinox. No contact. Just go no contact. I'm not overthinking, I hear it knocking on my door. Whoa, yeah, well, that's... You know, I'm still privileged, I can think about horrible things. But to you, they're kind of happening, so that's a whole other ballpark. Not sure, I can't read her. Had hope last year, but not anymore. I'm moving on. I'm sorry, Electabuzz. I mean... That must feel really bad. That's another thing I won the lottery in, so to speak. I'm married to my soulmate, and that's like that kind of life stress I don't have to deal with. Yeah, never again, he can definitely go F himself. Yeah, I mean... Since I am in no contact with that person, I already feel so much better. They're kind of energy vampires, you know? They drain your energy, they dull your light so theirs can shine brighter. And you should not be around people who do that. Single life is great. I mean, one of the... I keep saying it, one of the happiest people I know is an asexual single person, and man, that guy is living his life. He has a freaking boat. I don't have a boat. To be fair, it's from a generation where you could still move up the corporate ladder really quickly. I mean, for him, I'm really happy. He deserves it. He's a good person. But he's like single. He's also really asexual. He's really not interested in relationships, and I mean, apparently after doing some, you know, hookups, apparently that also doesn't fulfill him, and he doesn't need that, which, hey, that's something everyone needs to decide for themselves. And I'm not telling other people what to do with their bodies, but he's like one of the happiest people I know. He doesn't have relationship stress. To be fair, I don't really have that either, but still, you know, I still think it's better to be single than in a really bad, toxic relationship. I think that really drains you. When I saw people who were in violent or toxic or just really bad and straining marriages or relationships, they always aged so quickly. Like, you didn't see them for 10 years and then they're the same age as you, but I look so much younger than them. They look like 50, like gray hair and all. I've seen it all. If you're single and you're not being abused, count yourself lucky. I mean, that's a good thing. And not everyone, you know, we really should be stopping saying how life should be lived. Not everyone wants a house with a picket fence and a wife at home with their 2 kids and all that. No. Some people would prefer traveling the world, others prefer using their time for their family or their hobbies or some other passion that they have. Just let people live their own lives. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you to help me with French Post. Oh, the French Post, alright. They wrote something, package is delivered and unable to deliver package in the same sentence. I'm a little good in French, but I'm more bad at French. It turns out my package is already delivered and it is in Ukraine. Now I have a GBA flashcard and it's amazing. You know, sometimes with some of these drivers in France and Germany, I've also seen it in Luxembourg, not so much, but they say it couldn't be delivered, but then they say in the same sentence, oh, it was delivered. I still don't know why they do it, but I think it's kind of a... maybe the driver or the deliverer person isn't really that literate. Having someone to confide in, love and trust is great, but you can look in the mirror for that. Yeah, I mean, that's not like a substitute for that, but yeah, you don't want to... like, a partner who hurts you constantly. You'll die of 1,000 cuts, that's not a nice thing. It's unfortunate we're always around... I mean, yeah, Kinox, I really wonder, why do you keep... It's like you're a magnet for these people. I would definitely maybe try to get as far away from that place as possible. I don't know if you want to go back to Chile. I know you had plans to go to Europe. I mean, we also have a-holes here, unfortunately. You're also gonna see them here. I mean, they're everywhere, even in the Antarctica. But, sometimes a change like this can definitely help you psychologically. Can't wait till I can drive. Didn't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. Can't really get any decent jobs. Boxing definitely isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. No, not really. Military life isn't permanent. Oh, you were saying you were interested in going to the military. Want a house with a picket fence with a wife at home and 2 kids. Well, unfortunately it's much harder having that nowadays than back then. Back then any half-literate idiot had a wife and a house. Nowadays, even if you're really good, it's not guaranteed. With a big oak tree in the back garden with a little rope swing and a nice forest around. Ooh, well, one can dream, you know. Chile is worse, and economy, we have that clown board in power. What's his full name again? I mean, there's a lot of clowns in power lately, not just in Chile. I mean, there's also clowns in power in Luxembourg, I have to say. Not funny clowns, though. Oh, you need a degree. I thought that you don't need a degree for military. I mean, sure, if you want to be a jet pilot, then yes. But like for infantry or just being a soldier, do you really need a diploma? What's the stuff to be a fighter pilot? Can't find all the specifics, which is dumb. At least give us an idea what we need. Yeah. Oh yeah, you specifically wanted to be a fighter pilot. But nothing's stopping you from retaking these classes. Gabriel Boric. Oh, that young guy. Oh, is he someone who he preaches, oh, let's be social and all, and then he practices something else? I don't know that much about that Chile guy. I need stuff I didn't even know existed, like what? Do we still need perfect vision? Had so many chances, but they look young, like 18 to 22. I'm turning 30 next year, just run away. Yeah, but I said that earlier in the stream as well. 18, I'm also 30, right? And 18 and 22 would also be too young for me now, honestly, if I had to date again. So... nah, actually, you know, you can maybe wait and get a partner who is more in the same mindset as you. Or maturity level. Which I could have gotten if I had a normal dad, but oh well. Oh, I'm really sorry, Classic. You can join at like 17.5. And just being a... can you work yourself up from normal soldier to that? No, you need the diplomas, right? No, I don't know that clown. I just barely know, like, that he got elected and stuff, and roughly what his party is about, but that's it. What about 3022? But the 30 is the man. I mean, women tend to be emotionally mature earlier than men. So, yeah. If I would be a man that would 22 as a woman, no, I don't know. It's kind of a slight red flag, if I have to be honest. I mean, all good when you don't see that. But a lot of people, a lot of men who want much younger women, usually it's always the I can mold her to my ideal wife, and that's just grooming with extra steps, I'm sorry. But it just is. The RAF is 17 and 6 months to 25 and 17 and 6 months to 34 years for the Royal Navy. So if you're older than 34, no more Royal Navy? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I forgot to say, Max Power, the guy who I know who changed careers, he's like 35, 30... Wait, no. I think he's 6 years older than me, or 7 years older. One of those. I forgot. But he's like in his mid-30s now. It's not like I don't have time. That's a good thing. And yeah, I mean, I would look at that way. You could still take your school classes. So you did not go to high school, correctly? I don't know, Classic. I mean, I don't want to be telling you how to live your life, but your dad just forcing you to work like this, and you not going to high school, that is abuse. I'm very certain that is not legal in the UK. So maybe I would look into that. Once you're not a minor anymore, you could maybe try to get yourself in a better situation. I didn't go to high school, no. Yeah, see, that's... Doesn't I mean, I could be wrong because I'm not from there, but doesn't the UK have a law where you need to go to school until a certain age? Like in Luxembourg, not going to high school when you're like 14, 15 or something, that's illegal. You have to go to school until you're 16. But again, that's just my country's laws. Yana the Bronchosaurus being the youngest, she has a great learn from us. Well, it's classic. That's another joke thing that happened yesterday. Yana is me, and I was talking about my name yesterday, and just a couple of people took my full name and changed their YouTube handle to my full citizen name. And classic, he always came with the D Bronchosaurus because I am Yana Di Ronco, that's my family name, and he said D Bronchosaurus, and now that's his name now. No friends, but Omni isn't employed and most people here are still single. What do you mean? I am not employed? Yeah, I mean, unfortunately I'm not, but I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean. But I do have a lot of life experience. I mean, just because I've only worked as in job thing, as in only in summer holidays, doesn't mean that I don't have any life experience. Don't make that mistake. People think especially when they see me, I'm a simpleton or something, that I don't have a lot to say about, but I wouldn't think so. I'm always curious and open-minded for learning new things. And yes, time will be your teacher. Nice last name, thanks. Cousin is Delena, she speaks Italian. If your husband was unemployed, would you have married him? We married each other while we were still studying, so we were unemployed when we married each other. We got together when we were teenagers. I mean, he was like 14, 13. Italian is just pizza for me. But I do have a lot to say though. Do not underestimate my nerdiness. I have read or listened or looked at a lot of things. A lot of different... Is that why they aren't hiring? They assume you're a simpleton? I don't know, maybe... I'm thinking that maybe I come across as... Because I'm blonde and I'm usually wearing pink and usually pretty girly. Do they just think I'm an idiot? But I'm not. If you just talk to me, you see that I'm not a ditz who does... Oh, I don't know, guy. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't talk like that. And I mean, just ask me about... And they've seen that, like, I've had mathematical tests or, like, optimization tests in interviews. And I've always mastered those. And I actually had one test that was really good because... they were saying I should sort a array of numbers in a certain way, and they proposed bubble sort, which is a horrible sorting algorithm, and I did that, but then I proposed other sorting algorithms that were just much better, like quick sort or merge sort, something like that, and that was actually impressive. And then they could see, okay, she knows what she's talking about. But yeah, some people really assume I'm stupid. Maybe the stereotype blonde woman, oh, she's dumb. I also get big looks when I just talk about like astronomy or something really nerdy. And then like some accuse me of faking it, but no, I'm not faking that. Is it really that hard to accept that there's nerds out there who also happen to have Barbie-ish vibes? Is that really... Do I need to be unkempt and unwashed to be a nerd? You can both like quasars and high heels at the same time. I mean, what's the problem with that? Let's see, what if you married him now and he had no job? Yeah, still, I married him because I love him, not because of his employment status. I don't want to dye my hair. I mean, do you know how many women pay money to have my hair color and I have it naturally? No. Yeah, and I don't let people shape what I want to do. Exactly, classic. And I'm not really hurting people by being me. Where I'm from, you have to go to school until 18. Oh yeah, in some countries it's 18. I've done a lot to get me out of school, but I'm kind of feeling like that isn't legal. I'm not saying that you should retaliate against your dad, but maybe consider that option. I don't know, it's... Hey there, Kyo Place, welcome to the stream, how you doing? This is actually my last reset now, unfortunately. You have very pretty hair, you should definitely sell it. I've done that before. I've actually sold hair before, and I got some good money for it because I won the genetic lottery. It's not only the color is nice, but I have a lot of hair, really tons of hair on my head, and I, you know, you have grandparents where no one was balding, they still got a head full of hair at 87. Grandfather, not grandmother, but grandmother as well. Grandmothers, I might say. And I also have, yeah, my hair is definitely a thing I get a lot of compliments for. How much? I mean, exchange rate always differs, and back then, the first one I sold was in 2003, but that was... you know, the euro had a different strength back then. But for one, a really big one, I got 1,300 euros. I got money for my socks before. Oh, I've talked to a woman at university. She claimed to have sold panties of her, and she apparently made a lot of money. I didn't judge her for that. I mean, kind of thinking, holy crap, is it really that easy to make money? But I don't know if I really want to do that. I don't know. Might sell my body next. Well, if you're a soldier, you're actually selling your body, no? They're always blaming hookers or pointing the fingers to those, but like a soldier's doing the same thing. They're also getting effed over, but they're getting effed in a different way. Alright, so no shinies today in today's stream, unfortunately. But oh well, maybe next time. So, as always, it was really fun talking to you guys. Hopefully you had fun as well. And see you for the next stream. So, have a good one. Bye bye.